Good afternoon. Good to be back. Christine Regan Lake here. So, today, what I want to talk to you about is twin flames. So, but before I get into everything, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do that as I'm trying to get my message out to those who want or need to hear it. So, if you want to subscribe, if you like what I put out, and hit the bell button to be notified so you get emailed when I put up new content, which I'm doing all the time. So, all right, let's get started. Okay, so twin flames. What are twin flames? So the concept of twin flames, there's actually two different belief systems around twin flame. So one is that twin flames were actually a single soul that split into two, one being the masculine and one being the feminine, and they've gone on through different incarnations in this lifetime, past lifetimes, whatever, and that at some future point, the two twins come back together when they are both ascended and they come to the earth with a mission to uplift humanity, that together they will have a joint mission that will serve humanity, to raise the consciousness or whatever. Everyone is different. It depends on each soul's unique gifts, but generally speaking, it's a humanitarian level mission that they're here to serve. They are true leaders with tremendous strength and soul stature, and they are here to be leaders to serve all of humanity. So what's the other belief? The other belief is that twin flames are a frequency, and that basically as you ascend, you may have different partners who are your twins because, as you raise your frequency in terms of your level of consciousness, and as your frequency, your soul and your spirit and your essence become pure and pure and pure as you move up to higher levels of consciousness, that ultimately raises your frequency. And if you haven't looked at the emotional frequency charts that they have, or if you aren't familiar with spiral dynamics where it talks about the 7 levels of consciousness, you might want to explore that a little bit to understand what I mean about ascending your consciousness. But essentially with the second concept, the twin flames, basically it's that you're a twin when you're vibrating at the same frequency. But what will happen is if one twin, one individual keeps doing their spiritual work and raises their consciousness, eventually this connection will break and fall away, and a new partner will come in who is at their same frequency, right? Because it's very difficult to remain in connection and relationship with people who are at a lower level of frequency than you are, because the friction, the wider the gap comes between the levels of consciousness, the harder and harder it is to stay in relationship with someone, because it's like two different radio stations that are just on two different frequencies. They just don't connect. And so, you might have 2 or 3 different twin flame partners throughout your life. What I have found about my spiritual journey with regard to twin flames, when I first came upon the information and went down the path of the twin flame journey, I did believe in the one soul concept, that there was one soul out there and whatever. To be honest with you, as I've gone down this path and I've been on the twin flame journey for now probably 10 years from the time I first became aware of what that was. I mean, I've had a spiritual pulse within me my entire life, so my spiritual journey has always been important to me, and it's been something I've pretty much been in pursuit of for as long as I can remember. When I was like 13, I thought I might actually want to be a nun. So deep within my soul was always a very strong spiritual calling. So, as I've gone down this path, what I've found that it has taught me is that really the most important thing, like whether you believe there's like a one soul out there that's your twin, or if you believe in the other concept that it's a frequency, the most important thing about the journey is to walk the path of, one, seeking to pursue the highest within yourself, right? To, be continually in a process of releasing all the negative, lower vibrating things that no longer serve you, and try to reach a state of, kind of emotional, physical, and spiritual purity. And so what do I mean by spiritual purity? It's really about cleaning out all of the patterns that one, created from your own lifetime, from your own experiences, but also cleaning out the debris from generational imprinting that you inherited from your mother and father's side of the family. And, I've been on this journey for a very long time. And, it's, to be honest with you, I think it's one of the most fascinating, paths that you can take, is that journey within, and that journey of ascension to really try to reach the highest place within yourself. And I think part of the driving force behind my just relentless pursuit of, personal self-development, and also, spiritual purification, was that I truly believe that it's a sin against your soul not to at least aspire to the highest place within you, because, like I've said before, I don't think you ever actually get there, because there's always another level that you can reach there. I don't believe in like an end point. That's why I would never rate myself a 10 on anything that I do, because then I feel like that would encourage complacency. Right. So, that for me, the driver of truly looking to purify my soul and to really be able to hold the frequency. That's the thing about twin flame, is that it's about reaching the place of being able to hold the frequency of unconditional love, where you reach a place of, you're no longer seeking egoic love, like egoic conditional love, but you actually radiate divine love from within, that moves out and nourishes all of humanity. And I have to be honest with you, it's been one of the most, I'm not going to pretend that it's been easy, because in order to, the purification process, both of your own lifetime experiences, as well as the purification of generational imprinting from both sides of the family, you end up cycling through a lot of darkness that has been carried through your lineage for, generations, and sometimes centuries, whatever, depending on how far it's gone back. And but the beauty and the power of doing this work is that you can break generational curses, generational imprints that have haunted your family for decades or centuries, or generations, whatever. And what a blessing that is. And when you break that generational curse, you're not just breaking it for yourself, you're breaking it for your children and your grandchildren and all the generations moving forward. And it is profoundly powerful. And the other thing is that I just think that when you take that path of, purifying the soul and really desiring, like having a true, like soul level desire to hold that vibration of unconditional love for all humanity, holding the vibration of unconditional love for strangers that you will never meet. It is the most beautiful path that you can take, and it is a service. So, it tends to be a path for leaders, right? Because it's beyond, it's, I guess you could maybe start going down the path for selfish reasons, but you won't remain on that path, and you won't really be able to break through to next levels of awareness and consciousness and blessings from the universe for walking that path of the twin flame, because you're coming from a place of service, where the unconditional love that you are holding that vibration for humanity, for people you will never meet. And that is intensely powerful. And I do believe that the purity of your intention, the purity of your desire to harness your energy, your life force, your gifts to serve humanity will be rewarded by God, the universe, whatever, however you call God or see God. You know what I'm saying? But the purity of your intention and the level of effort and determination and resiliency and your willingness to do the work will be rewarded in ways that you can't even fathom. And so that's what I wanted to share with you today, a little bit about the twin flame journey, what it's been like for me. And it's absolutely been a blessing. And I will definitely have other videos that go into more detail about this. But I just wanted to share those thoughts with you about the twin flame journey. So I hope you found value. Have a beautiful day. And if you're not aware, I do have a link in the description box for my fundraising page for Operation Underground Railroad. I am an abolitionist, and I'm committed to raising $1 million for Operation Underground Railroad to rescue children from human trafficking. There are 2 million children in slavery today, and they need our love and our leadership and our dollars or euros or whatever. They need our money to pay for those rescue missions to rescue those children. Every penny goes directly to them. I've personally already donated over $16,000, and I will continue to do so as I grow this channel. So have a beautiful day, and I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Thanks. Bye.